Hello everyone, my name is Iran Tabrizi. Beginning the talk straightforward, I am the victim of the great feminism wave. The Islamic feminism, something much more horrible than the other branches of this evil movement in Iran. This is my first video, and in this one I decided to talk about the Iranian girls aka monsters. Firstly, I should point that I don't like generalization, but this class of girls I'm going to mention has been growing through last decades and built the majority of our population now. I'm not an expert, but definitely I know my girls better than you who are just fed by those crap feminized media. Let's start with these demonstrations showing why Iranian girls are the most abusive ones in the world. Yeah, they're much like their Swedish counterparts. Many of them choose Sweden to study abroad. Okay, so every human have responsibilities and rights. Indeed, rights are the mainly aspect which are just changing here in favor of female gender. As you know, our legal system is based on the so-called Islamic laws. Even though many claim some trashy things about Islam, such as it enslaves women, actually, Islam has given many special advantages only for women, that are mostly in the form of duties for men. Let me give an example. When a Muslim man and a Muslim woman marry, besides the initial huge compulsory gift of golden coins from husband to the wife, legally the income of man is for the whole family, but if the woman has a job, she owns anything she earns. There are definite penalties for a man who do not or cannot afford his wife, even she has her own income. Even some of those Swedish feminists are greedy toward those rights restricted for Muslim women, and actually they like Islam. Anyway, Islam has its own mutual responsibilities and rights, and it is neither in favor of each gender. Well, that's not my point in this video. I want to show you the phenomenon in a simple way. So, here are two legal circles, Islamic International. By the international, I mean in the most countries, especially United States. These figures are only for female gender. In every single woman have rights and responsibilities. See how our so-called within governmental Muslim women benefit from the composition of these two circles. I'm reminding you that Iran is not a real Islamic country once again. Actually, no one can mix Islam with politics without corruption at the end. So it's not liberal. Huh. Actually, it is a confused, adrift one, alternating continuously. Back on the subject. In composing these circles, of course there would be a lot of interruptions between them. This is the strategic point. Discuss some parts of those to be omitted. Let's watch. Here is the final figure. This is why we have many boss women in organizations, but you cannot see even one woman sweeping floor as a job in a public area. Yeah, these women only focus on the management, behind desk and other high-class jobs. No baker woman, no waitress, and the most important one, no free of charge soldier known as governmental slave. What about the ones who are too stupid or lazy to enter this ranked positions, high ranked positions? Of course, they can continue their life as a respected mistress of their husbands. Good to mention that finding a job for a woman in this awful economical situation of this country is just piece of a cake. Even the most illiterate and rude woman can be hired easily as secretary by a company. This is the condition that I call Iranian woman spongy. As a result, there is no productivity with these women, whereas when it comes to consuming, an Iranian woman spends on trash at least 100 times than her husband. They are luxury worshippers. Let's go on their appearance. You really think that these people actually wear hijab? Of course not. They use hijab to cover only their flaws, and they use a tone of painting on their face. Maybe you can see her real face and body after one-way marriage. I remember once I saw one of those girls' scarf fell down and I noticed her gross short curly hair. Hijab displays many of them beautiful. Oh, this ugliness is not limited to their appearance. It's much more horrible within even their smiley face. Well, this is the main part in which Iranian girls stand out. The new generation's mental puberty is gone. They act extremely stupid and childish and headstrong. Most of them are publicly man-hater. They are highly narcissistic and have no respect toward men. With their red tongues, they can insult you worse than a hard punch. They have not a bit capacity for kidding. It's freaking out that in Iranian web pages the comments by them must have some offense toward men. So why do you need to marry an Iranian girl in your 40s? Where they are ugly, old, spongy, rude, evil. There's an important point. A boy needs a girl when he is around 18 years old, and that's the time no Iranian girl would accept to marry with you. They don't even become your girlfriend. For some reason, when they got old and ugly, they attempt to put more makeup and marry a man. If that boy could live alone until 40s, then why the hell he needs to add a trouble to destroy his whole life? Thanks for watching.